Hello to all my petrol heads out there. I'm watching free practice one of the Formula One season. So here's my video I'm recording, and I'm with a couple of guests as well, so don't worry if there's any noise. And yeah, we have Valtteri out on track, so we're watching it, we're checking it. So there's 53 minutes 26 seconds left. It's a 60-minute session in free practice one at the Belgian Grand Prix. Right now, Carlos Sainz, number 55 for Ferrari, is out on track. He's sixth in the Drivers' Championship with 83 points. Yeah, I can see Lewis on the warm-up lap with number 44 Drivers' Championship. He's first. Yep. Carlos Sainz just come in the pit lane. Number 16, Carlos Sainz. They had a tire change. Let me just check. Charles Leclerc just pulled into the pit lane for Ferrari as well. Yeah, Carlos Sainz just came on the radio to ask Ferrari what's the forecast, and they said no rain for the next half an hour. No rain for the next half an hour.
Whether you're staring at the gravel track or a sea of tarmac, it changes your whole philosophy of how you approach a corner. Particularly a braking zone. You take Rivage, for example, turn 8. It's a downhill braking. It's quite bumpy. You always seem to get the understeer, a bit of front blocking into that corner. And when there was gravel and it was wet, on the outside.
Yeah, I can see Max on the screen getting ready, number 33, to go out. He's got a new helmet. And the Belgian Grand Prix is like Max Verstappen's home race. Similar, it's close. But it's not at home, but it's close. And the next one's at Zandvoort, which is in Holland, Netherlands. So the Orange Army, Max Verstappen's Sea of Fans, is going to be in Belgium. And they're going to be in Zandvoort as well. And they're definitely going to be booing Lewis Hamilton for the pressure Lewis has been putting on Max. So it's not going to be easy at all. And yeah. So the drivers just been out, warm up their cars a little bit, just do the sighting lap, reconnaissance lap, to check for the track and to check if the brake pressures are working, brake temperatures are working, the front wing and the rear wing is working, the gearbox is working. That's what your sighting lap is there for, just to check if all systems are going, your engine, your gearbox, your electronics, your dashboard, your engine settings, all kinds of things. So the drivers have been on the sighting lap, and yeah, it's looking okay for now. There's not too much debris on the track. Probably it rained earlier, and tomorrow, which is Saturday, today's Friday in Belgium, and tomorrow, which is Saturday, it might rain a little bit more. And for the race here in Belgium, you can throw off so many surprises. You can get so many surprises in Belgium because the rain can just drop anytime it wants to. So in Belgium, you definitely need to be very careful what you're up to, So yeah, it's on a break now, and if you like the content, please subscribe, comment, and share it. And also, I would like you to give the video a like, so you can promote the video. Always never forget to comment on the page, interact with the video and interact with the fans. Please don't forget to comment and make it interesting, because I feel like Formula One is a very interesting sport. It's just that many people don't know about Formula One, and it's very entertaining. And the kind of passion the drivers have, the skill, the discipline, and all them kind of things is what makes it a great sport. And it's a very instructive sport, and it's not easy to win in Formula One. You need to have everything perfect and know what you're doing at all times. So yeah, that's why it makes Formula One a great sport. Is exciting, and you have to work your way up in it. You can't just become a great driver. You got so many things to learn. You got so many things to learn if you want to be a great driver in Formula One. Like, if you want to be great, like, let's say maybe Ayrton Senna, Michael Schumacher, Jim Clark, Juan Manuel Fangio, Sterling Moss, you know, them kind of great drivers. Like, you know, Alain Prost, you know, Mika Hakkinen, you know, them great drivers, Lewis Hamilton. They put a lot of effort and work in, and they worked hard with their teams, and they worked hard individually, and that's how they got to the top. And during the races, they never budged. You know, they fought hard, and they fought with one another, and they also have respect while they was racing. You know, that's one thing I hope Max Verstappen can curb his aggressiveness and make it, and he will become a more refined racing driver, because that aggressiveness here is very dangerous and it can cost someone their life in it. So Max has got to curb his aggressiveness. So yeah, I'm hoping in the future Max Verstappen can curb his aggressiveness and become a more refined racing driver. Yeah. So we're back online now. Right now I'm watching the Sky Sports feeds. The commentator is Rachel Brooks. Rachel Brooks. I think, yeah. And what's it called? Anthony Davidson is reporting from the side of the track as well. I think it's Rachel Brooks, and yeah. So far, Lando Norris in the McLaren, he's the one that's put on the first lap on the medium tires, and it was a 1:59.91 on the medium tires, the more durable tires. You know, probably that's the tire that can take you. You can do about 35 to 40 laps on it. If there's an early safety car and you put on the mediums, you know, people would be expecting you to go to the end of the race. You know, that's how durable most of the harder tires are in Formula One now. They made the harder tires a bit more durable because of the failures they used to have a few seasons ago. So Pirelli has made a lot of improvements on their tires and stuff like that. Now we've got Sebastian Vettel on track. Nice entry into the corner there. He's on the last acceleration section onto the last braking zone. So Vettel coming up to the end of the lap now. Coming up to the 100-meter balls, he brakes, he turns right, and he flicks it left. He's accelerating to the line. He just left the bus stop chicane, accelerating to the line. He is in... Vettel just put in a 149.324. 149.324. So with... Oh, Kimi just had a spin in the first corner in the Alfa Romeo. Kimi Raikkonen just had a spin in the first corner in the Alfa Romeo. He jumped in the power. He had a good break in, turning in, and he got in the power just a bit too early. If he just waited for a second or half a second more, he would have been alright. But Kimi just got in the power, too eager on the power. Yeah. He should have let the car run wide a bit and then get on the power. He would have been alright. But yeah, he saved it. He didn't flat spot the tires, you know. He's reversed the car and got back going again. So right now with 42 minutes left of practice one, you've only got Vettel and Norris who's put out a time, and Carlos Sainz is on the outlap, Leclerc's on the outlap, Latifi outlap, Russell outlap, Verstappen outlap. So Nuda just spun in front of the pit lane, man. Just leaving, yeah, just after La Source, innit? He just spun just after La Source, Yuki Tsunoda. Well, the story of Yuki Tsunoda is he had a lot of hype when he's coming into Formula One because he's sponsored by Honda, innit? So Honda made Red Bull put him in an Alpha Tauri. And then when Yuki Tsunoda's an AlphaTauri. He's had a good first race, but people noticed that he was a bit more aggressive on the. He was a bit more aggressive towards his engineers, so it was causing a little bit of a stir. And then they had to talk to him, and he calmed down a bit. Now he had a few crashes on along the way, but now Yuki Tsunoda is finding his feet in the AlphaTauri, and he's managing to find his feet slowly and get some good results. He's not making too many mistakes as he was before, but in Formula One, everyone's susceptible to mistakes, which is very true. Max makes mistakes. He's a great driver. Lewis Hamilton makes mistakes. He was a great driver. When Jenson Button was driving, he made some mistakes as well. Nico Rosberg made a lot of mistakes before he won his championship. So to become a great driver, you have to go through that trial and error in Formula One for you to make it to the top. So Yuki Tsunoda has a long way to go, and he also has a fast teammate in Pierre Gasly, and Gasly is on a fast lap right now. Sector 1, he's put in is a green sector, which means it's his personal best sector. Sector 2 is purple for Gasly. So that means the fastest sector of all of them. So he's doing about 300 kilometers an hour on his way to the bus stop chicane. Braking at the 100-meter board. He's gonna flip, kiss the curbs, climb all. No, he missed the second apex of the curb. Accelerate into the line. Yep, he's 8 tenths quicker than Daniel Ricciardo with a 1:48.218. Pierre Gasly has a 1:48.218. Okay. Oh, then Vettel takes the time back now. Vettel's got a 1:48.119, a 1:48.119. That's 0.99, 0.099, 9 thousandths of a second quicker than Gasly. Now Hamilton's on the first lap. Bust off chicane, climbs all over the second curb. Let's see what he can do. He goes third quickest with a 1:48.224. Purple, no, on green first sector, purple second sector, and a green third sector for Lewis Hamilton. So he's a he's a tenth off the Vettel's time basically. Hamilton is a tenth of Vettel's time. Vettel's in the Aston Martin and Hamilton is in the Mercedes. But what happens is during free practice, most of the time Mercedes go for a race simulation. They go for a race simulation analysis. So they'll put the drivers on maybe a medium tire and give him about 20 laps of fuel, and to see how the car behaves with heavy load and under braking, and how the car behaves and how the tires behave and stuff like that. So Mercedes always they always work on the race pace before they work on the qualifying pace, if you know what I mean. So right now Ocon's in first, the winner of the Hungarian Grand Prix, the last Grand Prix that was. He had a 1:48.087. Esteban Ocon he's got a 1:48.087, and he's top of the times at the moment with 38 minutes of free practice one to go. So Vettel is just 0.032, 3 thousandths of a second behind Esteban Ocon. Yeah, so congrats to Esteban on winning the Hungarian Grand Prix last time out. He took his opportunities and he won the race. He really deserved it, and I'm hoping to see him win a few races in the future. Now Valtteri Bottas is on a good lap. He's got two green sectors and he's coming up to the last chicane now. So let's see what Valtteri has. Let's see what Valtteri has. Oh, Valtteri is just a bit slower. 9 thousandths of a second. And then Ocon goes a bit more faster. He puts in the first person into the 147s is Esteban Ocon. Oh, Charles Leclerc is into the 147s now. So the times are dropping now, isn't it? So you got Ocon first as well, 147.250, and Charles Leclerc is 5/10 of a second fast. No, slower than Ocon. Remember, Charles is in the Ferrari. Yeah, Stroll. Lance Stroll just made a mistake. He held up George Russell. He might get in trouble for that, or they might let him go. Yeah. Yeah. So you have Gasly in second, and Ocon in first, Gasly second, Ricardo third, Stroll fourth, Vettel fifth, Leclerc sixth, Bottas seventh, Alonso eighth, Hamilton ninth, Perez 10th. Yeah, Max is on the outlap. Basically, Max is on the outlap. He's 20th at the moment. And he hasn't run for 15 minutes. Yeah. It says this weekend is the 50th Grand Prix for Red Bull with Honda power units, 11 of which have been wins. So 50 Grand Prix with Red Bull, Honda, and they won 11 of them, which is about 20% of the races Honda's been in. They won it, but they're leaving Formula One at the end of the season. And Red Bull has bought Honda's IP, intellectual property. So Red Bull will be running Honda engines in the future. I can see Max slowing down on the track to let other people through. So basically, Honda's leaving F1, but so they're not gonna be called. It's gonna be called Red Bull Powertrains, isn't it? Basically, Red Bull bought their intellectual property of Honda. Maybe it's gonna cost them about 300 million to buy that intellectual property to have them engine designs and stuff like that, and then yeah, they can continue to manufacture for 2022, 2023, and 2024. So Max is on a fast lap now. He's got 33 minutes. That's his real. He had a sighting lap earlier, but he didn't really do nothing in it. He's got no time on the board, and he's going for far. Who's in front of Max? I think it's either Stroll or Vettel. Yeah. Yep. Someone just moved out of the way for Max. Green sector for Max in the first. He's at turn 8. Turn 9. He went a bit off track right there. Let's see. Bruh, Ocon is fast, you know. He's got a 147.2. He's still number one. A 147.2 for Esteban Ocon. So with his first lap, yeah, Max Verstappen's gone fastest with a 146.879. The first driver into the 146s. And you have Carlos Sainz in second. He's 0.3 tenths of a second slower. And then Ocon is in third. He's about 3.5 tenths slower than Max. So that means Red Bull have a fast car for the weekend, and probably they put in low fuel, to check a qualifying run to see how fast the car can go. So yeah, Red Bull looking ominous. Yeah, Red Bull's looking strong for now. Yeah, but we don't know the fuel loads, we don't know the tire performances and stuff like that. So we gotta wait to find out what's going on. Yeah, so we'll check it out. So who can I see on track now? Is it Daniel? I think it's Daniel. Oh, we're on board with Lewis Hamilton now. He's 13th. Gap to leader 1.345 seconds.
So yeah, exactly what we're talking about. Right on point. He's got good grip in the corners, but he's
Yeah.
drag from the car on the straights. It's okay when you've got the DRS on qualifying, but in the race, when you've not.
Yeah, Lewis is complaining that he feels massively slow on the straights. To Mercedes, massively slow on the straights. So he's got good balance, but he needs more pace coming out of the straight. So what they can do is they can adjust the gearbox settings to give you a bit more initial pull when you're accelerating after you brake. They can adjust the front wing, adjust the rear wing, and they can have different engine settings, and different suspension settings if they want to have a little bit more straight line speed, and that extra 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers that you can put on the car, that's what makes you win the race, So practice in Formula One is all about just setting up your car and finding the best setup. So you got braking stability, you got good acceleration. The car doesn't, when you jump on the accelerator, you don't want the back end dancing around. You want a stable back end. You don't want no wheel spin, basically. So free practice is about setting up your car, your engine, your gearbox, your electricals, and your communication as well. And you need to know what your race strategy is gonna be and your fuel strategy. You need to know your energy deployment. There's a lot of things that go into a Formula One race. That's what makes it interesting. Is the background, is how you put the thing together. How you organize it. So yeah, Max had a purple sector, which is the fastest sector in the middle sector. Yeah. Okay. So basically, Mercedes is running two different configurations of wings. So Valtteri Bottas has a smaller wing, which helping him in the first sector, which is requires more power, got more straights, and the third sector, which has got a bit more straights, and Lewis has got a bigger rear wing. Yeah. So Lewis has got a bigger rear wing than Valtteri, and I just see an image. I just see Raikkonen just hit the wall, man, on the entry to the pit lane. He hit the wall, man, on the rear left, innit? So Raikkonen not don't have too much. Remember, he spun earlier and he hit the wall coming into the pit lane. So maybe he's a bit eager to get his car going and to get some performance out of it in this practice session. Let's see where Kimi Raikkonen's at right now. He's 18th, 2.699 seconds off the leader, which is Max Verstappen. And you got Sergio Perez is popped up in second now, but he's 0.744 of a second slower than Max Verstappen. And Carlos Sainz, who's in third, is on an outlap. Carlos Sainz, who's in third, is on an outlap in the Scuderia Ferrari. And Ocon, who was doing well earlier in the Alpine, he's probably in the pits now doing some setup changes. And Gasly done really good earlier on as well, lit up the times. So yeah, it's looking like an exciting weekend. You got Red Bull in it, Ferrari in it, Alpines in it, Alpha Tauri's in it, and then you got McLaren's there and thereabouts. I can't see Norris. Maybe Norris is on a race run, and Ricardo's in sixth. He's only a second off Verstappen. So it looks like Ricardo's finding his feet slowly, but surely. And George Russell's in 17th for outlap, and people are saying maybe Mercedes is gonna announce George Russell soon. I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed they're gonna announce him soon, or they're gonna just keep they're just gonna keep Valtteri, and I want them to keep Valtteri because Valtteri is a great car developer. I don't know how great Russell is at developing cars, and what happens when he starts having difficulties driving, fighting with Lewis Hamilton. So it's not gonna be easy for George Russell to go meet a 7-time world champion, possibly an 8-time world champion. But this season's championship, me personally, I would like Max to upset the odds here and put one in Mercedes' backside. But it's very difficult to beat Mercedes in the second half of a season. They're so experienced. They know they're well oiled. They know how to, you know, extract performance, and they know how to win races. So Max has got his hands full. He just come wide on the last corner, crosses the line with a 145. He's got a purple sector in the second and the third. He's got purple in the second and the third sector. So Sector 2 he had a 45.295, and Sector 3 he had a 29.159, and Sector 1 he had a 31.451. So Max is the first person into the 145s. So his fastest time is a 145.905. That came like 26 minutes into the session. So right now you have 22 minutes left in the session. I can see a Ferrari in the pit lane. That's Carlos Sainz. So Red Bull's looking strong right now. Verstappen himself is looking strong because after the last two difficult races in Britain and Hungary, he's more closer to home in it. So it's not gonna be easy for anyone to beat him. But I still got faith Mercedes can catch up in this after this practice session and do some changes to their car. And yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. You know, so I'm looking forward to the next 22 minutes of this practice session, and I'm looking forward to free practice 2 as well. So it's not gonna be easy, it's gonna be exciting, you know. And there's advertisement as Spa Francorchamps. It says, when you drink, don't drive. When you drink, don't drive. That's a good advice for all the youngsters and all the drivers out there in the world. You know, for safety reasons, when you drink, don't drive, you know. Yeah. So yeah, peeps, if you're liking the content, please don't forget to like, yeah. Please share it, please comment, and please subscribe to my channel, you know, so I can get the channel growing, you know. I appreciate your support and all the love that you show me. And I know that you lot are enjoying the content because it's exclusive content. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. So we're in free practice 1. We have 21 minutes left. Who's on track? George Russell. His first sector is a yellow. His second sector is a green, which is his personal best. And his gap to Verstappen is about 2 minutes. No, sorry, 2 seconds. So the Williams, which is not the fastest car on the grid, like near the rear end of the grid, against the Red Bull is not easy. Oh, so Verstappen was in a hard tire. Now Nicholas Latifi is in second with a soft tire. So the first two people to use the soft tires is the two Williams. So Latifi is 1.1 seconds behind Verstappen with the soft tire. Let's see what tires Hamilton on. Hard tires for Hamilton. Perez hard tires. Sainz hard tires. Ocon medium tires. Gasly hard tires. Ricciardo hard medium tires. Leclerc hard tires. Stroll medium. Vettel medium. Bottas hard. So both Mercedes with the hard tires and both Red Bulls with the hard tires. And Lando Norris is in 12th right now. His best lap is a 1:47.954 on the medium tires. Remember, Lando Norris drives for the McLaren team and he's a British driver and he's got a lot of popularity, and he's running an esports team as well. I think it's called Quadrant. Yeah, Quadrant. Yeah, he's running an esports team as well online, which is online for gaming, racing gaming. So yeah, Lando's doing very well for himself, you know. So right now there's 19 minutes left in practice one. At the moment, I don't see anyone beating Max's time. Not on the hard anyway, but if Mercedes put the soft tires on, they might get close to that 1:45.905 from Max Verstappen. But I don't think they're gonna beat that time today. Or maybe let's see what Ricciardo can do. Beautiful True Rouge come out the top of the hill, accelerating. He's doing about 190 miles an hour. 100 right now is on 198. Before the 100-meter board, he breaks into Lecum. Flick right, flick left. Daniel flick right again, accelerating. Ooh, someone's in front of him. That's Ferrari, but he got out of the way. Braking, turning right for Daniel. Another left. On the steering wheel, you can see end racism for McLaren. So McLaren's doing a good job of promoting, equality in motorsports. Yeah. Nice braking. Oh, it looks like he's fighting the steering wheel a little bit. I think that's what Daniel is struggling. He's fighting the car a little bit, but he still got two green sectors, which is his personal best. So Daniel's driving okay, you know. Yeah, Daniel's driving very, very well, man. Like in this practice session, anyway, he's been top 10 since the beginning, you know. Yeah. Yep. So Daniel's in second with he's about 7 to 8 tenths slower than Max Verstappen. So yeah, Daniel, good luck from Daniel in the McLaren. Good luck from Daniel in the McLaren. So Valtteri Bottas has put in a 1:45.199 on the soft tires, but he's 7 times faster than Max Verstappen, but that's two compounds lighter, you know. So imagine Mercedes has to put on 2 compounds lighter to get to Red Bull's time, so they're a little bit off charts. Yeah, so they got different pace at the moment. So let's see how Lewis does on the soft tires with 12 minutes left. Lewis is on a nice lap. His braking looks very stable. His acceleration looks good. His turning doesn't look great, but yeah. Let's see. He's coming up to the first heavy braking zone from 200 miles, braking down. Oh, he's about 103 off. In his first sector, he's about a tenth off, which is not bad, you know. That's his first flying lap on the soft tires. Maybe after a warm-up lap, innit? So, the tires look like they're sinking into the ground, you know. They're finding that grip. He's going a little bit wide. It's still a green sector for Lewis, though. It's still a green sector, even though he was a tenth off the faster time of his teammate. Oh, someone just moved out of the way for Lewis. He's driving. He's in the AMG. Let's see. He's coming up to the back part of the track now. I must say that Mercedes looks absolutely beautiful in the black, and he's got a helmet. What's it called? The purple helmet. Oh, the Williams. The Williams is slowing him down, you know. Oh my lord. The Williams ruined his lap, you know. Oh. The Williams ruined Lewis's lap. He was trying to get a tow, but he couldn't get it. So now let's see what Max can do. Max is in second on the soft tires. His first sector is green, second sector is purple, and Max is gonna go fastest right now. Let's see. Oh, he's still second. Oh, 2 tenths down. Max is 2 tenths down. 2 tenths down. Max is 2 tenths down from Bottas, but when they had the hard tires on, Mercedes was nowhere near Red Bull, but now they got softer tires on, the softest of the compound brought to this Grand Prix by Pirelli. Now you see, Mercedes close to Red Bull again. Now there's 9 minutes left. Who's on track now? Charles Leclerc, the Monegasque driver. His first sector, he's in the green. So that's his personal best. Oh, he just picked up a bit of dust there. He's in the Ferrari, Charles Leclerc. Yeah. Yep, Charles is coming up, and then you see Carlos out of the way. Yeah. Oh. Charles is backed off. Yeah. I think Charles is backed off. Yeah, Charles backed off, yeah, and let Carlos through because he picked up a bit of dust, didn't it? So he's backed off. He's backed off the flying lap. But sometimes even when you go wide, you can, if there's no track limits by the stewards, you can still continue your lap and get the timing. But maybe he thought abandon it because my tires are dirty or I've got debris on my tires or anything. So Charles Leclerc just abandoned his flying lap. He would have went. He would have went close to the top as well. And Carlos Sainz is in fourth. He's on the soft tires now. Let's see what he can do. He's still fourth. He's 9 tenths off the fastest time. So good performance for the moment for Carlos. You know, Carlos is doing good. Carlos is doing good. Yeah. Carlos is doing good. Yeah. Yeah. Daniel's 11th. Yeah, Daniel's on a soft compound, the C4 compound. 6 laps. That's his tire age. So Daniel's been out there on a soft compound. Probably on the race simulation. He's got 50 points in the Drivers' Championship and he's sitting on 9th right now. So Daniel will be looking to shoot up the Drivers' Championship positions by scoring a few more points in the next 2 or 3 Grand Prix. So watch out for Daniel. Oh, now we see Mick Schumacher. Whew, he just locked up the tires in the last 2 corners. Before the bus stop chicane, innit? He's locked up the tires. Now he's got a flat spot on his front left. No, front right, sorry. Yeah. Mick Schumacher. He drove really well in the Hungarian Grand Prix, though. To keep Verstappen behind him for all them laps. Oh, my. Now there's debris on the track. There's gravel on the track because of the gravel that Charles Leclerc kicked up. But imagine, I can see Lewis Hamilton in 18th, you know. Yeah, he abandoned the lap, man. He's not looking to go. Yeah. He's not looking to go anymore. So Max is on a fast lap now. Oh, he's a tenth up. He's a tenth up on Bottas's time. So it looks like Max is gonna put it. It looks like Max is gonna go fastest in the free practice 1. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, a little twitch at the end of the lap, but still. Let's see. Ooh, mistake of the last. The mistake of the last chicane, yeah. Braking for the last chicane is what cost Max to be having the fastest time right now. So Max is a tenth, 1.5 tenths off the Bottas's fastest time. That means that Max needs to set up his car for good braking going into the last corner. So he need to adjust the brakes here before the last corner. Look, he braked, climbed over the first curve. Ooh, bumped it a little bit. And bumped the second, tried to correct it, bumped the second one and went wide. Yeah, so Max fighting the steering wheel. So that means his braking is not stable. His entry into the last corner, that's what Max needs to work on for the next session. He needs to work on his braking for the last corner. Last two corners basically. So yeah, there's 5 minutes to go. Let's see if anyone can uproot Bottas's time. Okay. Yep, rain approaching the circuit, but there's 4 minutes left. 4 minutes 30 seconds. Yeah, he's still. Yes, alright. So they're showing corner analysis turn 8. They're saying that Norris is a tenth faster in turn 8 than Ricciardo because he brakes a bit later and he picks up the throttle a little bit more early. You know, so yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you got 4 minutes left. Ooh, is that Lewis looking for a good lap? Yeah, come on, Lewis. Yep, that's the conclusion of FP1. So you have Bottas in first, Verstappen second, Gasly third, Leclerc fourth, Sainz fifth, Perez sixth, Vettel seventh, Norris eighth, Ocon ninth, Alonso 10th, Stroll 11th, Ricardo 12th, Giovinazzi 13th, Russell 14th, Tsunoda 15th, Latifi 16th, Raikkonen 17th, Hamilton 18th. He didn't have a good practice session at all. Mazepin 19th and Schumacher is in 20th. So the fastest time was a 1:45.199 by Valtteri Bottas in the Mercedes AMG Petronas. The second fastest time was a 1:45.363 by Max Verstappen in the Red Bull Racing RB26B, and Gasly in the AlphaTauri AT01 with a 1:45.699. So I hope you enjoyed this segment. That's the conclusion of free practice 1. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next practice session. Thank you.